start the session, there are just few guidelines that I would like to tell everyone. So it's a request to kindly follow that. So starting with, keep your videos on mute at all times so that we can save some bandwidth, and keep your screen on speaker view to have a better viewing experience of the session. You can also share your queries or any questions that you have in the chat box mentioned below. And obviously our faculty will answer them accordingly. So I hope everyone enjoys a great learning time. So over to you, Pavitra, and let's start it.
So good evening, everyone. This is Pavitra Suresh, and I'm from Academically. So today I would be guiding you through the PLAB examination, how you can crack it, and how you can, migrate to UK successfully. So I would request once again, that everyone can be on mute, and you can park your questions to the end. So we'll clear it out in the Q&A session, which will be during the end. So yes, so I'll just start off. Yeah, so is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, visible.
Yes, okay, fine. So yeah, so this is about the PLAB exam, how you can prepare yourself and how you can successfully migrate to the UK. So about Academically is an institution that helps you. It's a one-stop solution for global healthcare professionals who are seeking a broad migration and who are looking out for career advancement opportunities. So basically, Academically is based out in Sydney, Australia, and the team engages with global healthcare educators, healthcare industry experts, universities, and higher education institutions that provide, healthcare courses for global audiences. So our founder, Dr. Akram Ahmed, he's a clinical pharmacist, and he's also a lecturer who has a rich 10 years of teaching experience and research experience across India, Malaysia, and Australia for subjects of medicine. His goal is basically to help qualified healthcare professionals across the globe, no matter whether they are doctors, nurses, pharmacists, okay, to achieve their goal and help them to migrate to a different country by educating and training them accordingly. So here comes our faculties. So Academically believes that, the mentors, the faculties, they are the base, they are the foundation of any institute. So after rigorous interviews, after giving a lot of tests, we, our founder, Dr. Akram Ahmed, he, zeroed down to the best faculties who can coach our students, who can train our students, and these faculties, they have had experience of more than 10 years, okay, and just like you, they have gone through the journey of PLAB. They have studied in India, they have done MBBS in India, and they wrote their PLAB exam, and they are successfully practicing in the UK. So they are the faculties who would be coaching you and helping you achieve your dream. Okay, so now the basic question, the main question, I would say, why choose UK? Okay, so some of you maybe have been a personal choice. Some of you have dreamt of always working in the UK. Okay, but what are the other advantages that you have got working in the UK? Okay, so obviously there's a higher earning potential over there. Okay, the career opportunity is vast, especially for doctors. Okay, and unlike in India, in India, you see a lot of patients in a day. The working hours are very long. Okay, but there they have got a beautiful work-life balance. Okay, you are not, there's a time frame that you're supposed to work only for so much hours, and you can see so many number of patients. Okay, so that's why it is considered UK doctors have a better work-life balance. And the major expense as a family, okay, I'm sure many of you are not married as of now, but in the future, when you have kids, when you have your family, okay, the major expense for you is going to be the child's education and your medical expenses of the family. Okay, so here the UK government takes care of its citizen. So the major expense, that is education and medical expenses, is taken care by the UK government. So you don't have that major expense. And once you start working over there, once you have made good money and buy a house, even the accommodation expense is not there for you. Okay, so health, your major expenses is taken care. So as Indian, we believe in savings. So more than spending, you would be, more into savings. And of course, there's a better quality of life over there. So that's why many doctors who love to, migrate to the UK. So about PLAB, so I'm sure many of you know what is about PLAB. Some of you just have an idea of it. Okay, so PLAB basically stands for Professional and Linguistic Assessment Board. Okay, so this is basically an examination that you have to give to get the license so that you can practice as a doctor in the UK. Okay, so basically, they test you. Obviously, when you're working in a new country, you have to prove the government that, look, I can, practice in your country. So that's why you give PLAB in the UK. And this exam is divided into two parts, that is PLAB 1 and PLAB 2. So I will be talking to you about PLAB 1 and 2 in brief in the further slides. Okay, so before that, let's see what's the eligibility criteria for PLAB. So it's basic. You have to have your MBBS. If you've done your MD or MS, you have to submit, you have to have the certification of that. And as well, you should be a registered medical practitioner in your home country. Okay, and work experience is not mandatory at all. And it is very important that, your MBBS certification, your college needs to be recognized by the World Medical Directory. So in that case, if you're looking out for any country, your college needs to be recognized by the World Medical Directory. Only then you are eligible to, migrate to another country. So the eligibility criteria is very minimal. Okay, now coming to the main part. Okay, what is the step for you to go towards your dream? Okay, so first is you have to write your English proficiency exam. Okay, so here you can write either your OET exam or you can give your IELTS exam. Okay, so many doctors prefer giving OET exam because that has medical terms in it. Okay, IELTS is purely English, so you have to prove the government that, hey, I can, manage English, I can speak, listen, read, and write English. Okay, so that's why you have to give an English proficiency exam. Okay, and for IELTS, you are supposed to get 7 in each, 7 bands in listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Overall, you're supposed to be getting 7.5. So that means you have cleared your IELTS, and in OET, you're supposed to be getting minimum of B grade. So that case is that you have cleared your English proficiency exam. So once you have cleared that, you can apply for your GMC registration. Okay, whereby your documents would be verified. As I mentioned before, your college should be recognized by the World Medical Directory. Okay, so once the registration is done, you can sit for your PLAB 1 exam. Now, your PLAB 1 exam, you can give it from your home country itself. Okay, so in India, there are, all the major cities, they conduct the examination. Okay, and so like, Bangalore, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, the major cities. So whichever city is close by to yours, you can go there and give your exam for PLAB 1. And this is going to be, it's going to be MCQ questions. You're going to have 180 MCQ questions, and the duration is going to be for 3 hours. I'll definitely talk about it more in the further slide. Okay, and then you have to get your EPIC verification done. So this EPIC verification, you can do it either before taking your PLAB 1 exam, or you can do it after giving your PLAB 1 exam. So it is left to you. But of course, you have to get your EPIC verification done. Okay, so once that is done, that is, you have cleared your IELTS, your English proficiency exam, you have done your GMC registration, you have cleared your PLAB 1 exam, you have to fly to the UK to give your PLAB 2 exam. Okay. So now PLAB 2 is basically a practical exam. It is objective structured clinical exam, okay, whereby you will be given 16 scenarios, okay, which each of these scenarios will be lasting for 8 minutes. Okay, so here you are proving yourself that you are able to, as a healthcare professional, you're able to manage the patients, you're able to diagnose what the case is all about, and it is not all about, remembering and reciting the fact. They will check you based on how practically you are able to manage the situation in an emergency ward. Okay, so that is what is all about PLAB 2. And yeah, so once you have cleared your PLAB 2, then you become a registered medical officer. You can start looking out for jobs and you can start practicing in the UK. Okay, so what are the documents that you need to submit to get your, to get the documents verified? So of course you have to, give your MBBS, or if you're done your MS, you're done your MD, you can submit those documents. Okay, and you have to submit a transcript. A transcript is nothing but a written or a printed document, whereby your marks, your modules, the number of hours, every detail of your MBBS is printed into a form and into a sheet and given it to you. Just in case you have not collected your transcript, you can always go back to your college and request them for the transcript. They will hand it over to you. Okay, and work experience, if you have, you can always submit that. If you don't, not a problem at all. And you have to have a valid passport and government ID proof. So in case you're an Indian, you can submit your Aadhaar card and a passport size photograph. So these are the basic documents that you have to submit for the verification. Now, coming to the PLAB 1 exam, as I told you, I will talk more about it. So again, your PLAB 1 exam, it consists of 180 MCQ questions, which is going to be for a duration of 3 hours. The exam is going to be for 3 hours. And each of these questions, okay, they are going to be brief scenarios, okay, followed by 5 options. So now, these questions would at least take you good 3 to 4 minutes to completely read the question, understand the question, and give the answer accordingly. So here, time management is very important. Okay, so in the question paper, okay, you cannot leave the question paper incomplete. You have to attempt all the questions, otherwise you'll be considered as incomplete. There's no negative marking though. Okay, so that's why for managing the time, though you may be very good in your subject, you must be a topper in MBBS, but if your time management is not right, then it is difficult for you to clear it. So in Academically, we provide you a lot of mock tests. We provide you a lot of previous question papers. When you practice by giving more and more mock tests, you will also be able to manage time. You will know how to complete your question paper within the 3 hours time frame. Okay, so the pass percentage is going to be somewhere around 60 to 62%. Okay, and the preparation for PLAB 1 would approximately be around 16 weeks. Okay. So what is the program highlights from Academically? What is the coaching that we give you? So here we give you instructor-led and self-paced content, whereby you will be provided with live classes. Okay, and just in case you miss out with any of the session, you can always go back to the recorded session. Okay, and if you have any doubts, you have any queries, you want to get it clarified from the faculties, you have one-on-one mentoring session. We will help you out with that as well. Okay, and we give you extended access to the content, which means that you will have the access to the entire content for a period of 1 year, so that you can do your complete revision and you don't feel left out. And we conduct a lot of webinars. We'll connect you with a lot of doctors who are practicing, and alumni. So all of that will boost up your confidence and also give you a lot of knowledge about how to clear the PLAB examination. We also help you with the CV writing, and we also give you assistance for placements as well. Okay, so this is the fee structure for, of course, we have the academically fee structure as well as the government fees that you will be paying to the government. So each of your respective counselors will tell you about the fee structure, because as of now, we are running with lovely discount prices as well. So I would recommend that, you can grab your seat as soon as possible and don't miss out with any of the discounts that we are providing you right now. So you can get in touch with your respective counselors, and they'll definitely help you out with the pricing, with the fees and everything. So now, why do you have to trust Academically? Well, Academically, you can go and check out on the website. We have always been in the news. We have been in the media for good reason. Okay, our faculties, as I told in the beginning, they are highly experienced faculties who have rich experience, and they are someone who has gone through this process, and they will understand your situation and help you out accordingly. Okay, and you can also check us out in the social media websites. You can check out all the reviews that each and every student has given who has successfully got coaching from Academically, and they have been able to migrate to another country. So that's why you should be choosing Academically. And apart from this, we also give you financial assistance. Our loan partner is Eduvance. So Eduvance basically, gives you a loan with no rate of interest charge, not even a penny is charged. Okay, so you can take a loan for a period of 9 to 12 months, whatever suits you. No interest will be charged, so that, it will be a little pocket friendly for you. You don't have to pay the entire amount in one shot. You can pay it on monthly basis for a duration of 9 to 12 months. Okay, so here I end my presentation. So now I think we are open for the Q&A session. Yeah, so you can either type in your questions, or you can please unmute and you can please ask your question. We'll help you out with that. Yes, Jitendra.
Yeah.
Yes, Sunidhi, you can please go ahead.
Yeah. So I think Jitendra, the question, he's raising his hand. So Jitendra, can you please turn on your mic and you can go ahead with your question. Okay, so till then we have other questions also. Are there any dates available for PLAB 2 for 2024?
Okay, so before that, there was a question: do we provide coaching for AMC? Yes, we do provide coaching for AMC as well. So, you can get in touch with your counselor, whoever is counseling you. So they will counsel you accordingly for AMC.
Hi, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hi, so it was a really informative presentation. Thank you. My name is Arjun, and I'm currently a sixth year, final year medical student in Georgia, Tbilisi. My question is, so back over here, we are not given an internship certificate, or like the only pathway for us is to go through FMG. That is, go back to India, get your internship done, and then get the license. So is there any other way of doing the equivalent of residency in UK without going through FMG, or without getting home country license or internship?
Yeah. See, basically, FMGE is a licensing exam that you give for practicing in India. Okay, so like how you're giving your PLAB exam for the UK, okay, FMGE is for India. Okay, so if your ultimate goal is that you want to migrate to the UK, you want to practice in the UK, so obviously you have to clear your PLAB exam. Okay, rather than preparing yourself for FMG and wasting your time over there. Okay, so you can give your PLAB exam and then you can do your residency.
No, so it is not
Ma'am,
necessary to get home country license in that
No,
case.
that is not necessary at all. But if you're
Okay.
looking, if you're someone who wants to come back to India and you want to practice in India, then you have to give your FMGE. So that's why, as doctors, you have to be very sure that what you want, whether you want to work in India or you want to work in UK, prepare yourself according to that rather than confusing yourself with everything. Okay, so if your
Mhm.
mindset is I want to work in UK, I want to migrate to UK, prepare yourself for PLAB. Okay, you don't have to
Okay.
write your FMGE if you are not planning to get back to India and practice.
Okay, thank you. I also have a small follow-up question on that.
Yeah.
So, as I said, we do not have an internship back here. So, is it still possible to go through the PLAB pathway?
Hi,
Mm.
Arjun. Hi, Pavitra. I'm
Oh
sorry
yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir. You can please go ahead.
Yeah, so actually, I'm sorry. This is Dr. Akram here from Sydney. So I'm basically having this wild fever. So I'm not able to deliver this talk. So if anyone medical graduate did the degree apart from India, and you are not completed your internship, okay, in that case you need to go to back to India and complete your internship after FMG, or you need to complete in Georgia. Okay, so this internship is mandatory. After that, only you can go for this PLAB or for AMC. Same for AMC also you can write, or PLAB also you can write. But in that case, you need to find a internship in Australia or in UK, and this task little bit tough.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you. Thank you.
thank you, Arjun. Yes,
Ma'am,
yes, yes.
ma'am, hello.
Yes, Jiten,
Um,
you can ask your question. Please go
Ma'am,
ahead.
which is better, play and AMC, which is more better for
Uh,
all the student?
Jitan, basically, we are providing assistance for AMC for Australia, PLAB for UK, and USMLE for US. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's up to
We,
you which country you want to go. So I can say Australia and PLAB around the same the advantage. But
Mhm,
if you are looking to do PG especially, so I can
mhm,
say you can come to Australia, because Australia have only 1 year residency after you complete AMC Part 2, or
mhm.
even you also can skip AMC Part 2. You can go the WB program here, but in case of UK, you need to go to PLAB 1 and 2, and then you have to go for a 2 year residency. Then you have to apply for PG.
There is 2 year. We have to spend 2 year before joining the UK.
Yes, but you are earning money. You are not doing free of cost.
Yeah, how much money they will pay in Indian currency?
It's more than enough. They are paying around 40 to 50,000 pound. Is going to
Mhm.
be 40 to 50 lakh Indian rupees in
Per
simple word yearly
per year.
per year.
And lodging, fooding, and book and some other. How much?
Dear, you are a doctor. You are not going to do civil labor work there. You are a doctor, so you have to do all those things yourself. So they are
Yes.
paying.
No, no. I am asking if they give 40 lakh or 50 lakh per year, then
This is not a first listen. This is not a job. You are still in training. You are learning basically.
eh,
You can earn the money once you become a registered doctor there, fully RMP. You are not
eh,
yet a RMP. You are in the net and training only, right? Whatever they are
only
paying is more than enough to live and work there.
to live, just to live and work and study. That much money is sufficient for that.
Yes,
That
even you can save some money also in that.
eh, and yes, and life after completing, and there is in the UK there is a some after doing MD for a super specialization. There is further we have to work some year after MD or MS, 3 or 5 years something like that is.
Basically, after तुमने प्लेब 2 किया, उसके बाद 2 साल की रेजिडेंसी करनी होती है. उसके बाद you need to apply in which branch you want to apply, pediatric, surgery, internal medicine, XYZ, whatever. And it's like your luck and your CV or your own
Mm.
effort also, you will get in first year, maybe might be you need to go for next year. It also depend on a lot of other factors also. But
Yeah.
you can work there and you can earn the money. The 50 lakh means the 5 lakh per month, you are earning in UK, and you are saving maybe around 2 lakh. In India or Nepal, you can earn hardly can earn 50, 60, 70 lakh rupees only, 70,000 rupees per month only. So you have to think in that way. It's not, this is long term game, I can say.
In Nepal, in India, it is difficult to get no earn that 50 lakh or 60 lakh money.
तो
They
इसलिए
will
तो
hardly.
इसलिए तो हम बोल रहे हैं आप वहां जाओ, पर आप ये क्वेश्चन कर रहे हो कि भाई भाई 50 लाख बहुत कम है, आपने कहा है यू आर प्रिडिक्टिंग लाइक दिस, तभी मैं बताया। और ये दिस इज नॉट ए मनी you will earn once you become a specialist there, then you will earn there 2 CR और 1.5 CR. तो अब मनी जो है आपको बाद में देखना है, नॉट जस्ट इनिशियली कि भाई मेरे को डे वन में कितनी सैलरी मिलेगी। दिस इज नॉट ए सैलरी, आप इंटर्नशिप कर रहे हो, उसमें आपको पैसा दे रहा है। दिस इज आल्सो जैसे हम लोग इंडिया में
It is just like internship we do in Nepal in India, and they will give payment.
Yes.
This it is like that in no. It is like that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And if and among which is more better for old student? I have already passed MBBS. It has become 5 years.
So you can
Five
go
years.
Australia or UK. I mean, Australia can be a good option for you. AMC.
AMC may be good option. Then they for whole to give one AMC one and AMC two total. How much it take time for AMC?
Time in your hands. AMC every month you can write. Okay. In PLAB, it's very difficult to get a date. But in this, how bad?
Hi, sorry for interrupting, sir. Mr. Jitendra, he is in touch with me. I have explained him everything. And Mr. Jitendra, this is the session regarding the PLAB. If you have questions particularly regarding AMC, we can further talk about it, and I will
Okay, sir.
give you the whole understanding between the AMC and the PLAB.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Hi,
Hello.
Tushar.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tushar.
Hello. Sir, actually, I'm currently doing my internship in China. I'm like left with 6 months. So, like, I am having the question like, the Chinese internship is acceptable by GMC. Like,
100%.
there is certain pattern they follow.
Yes, 100% they will accept it. Even we have one of the faculty with us for AMC. She also did MBBS, her from China.
But it's like an acceptable pattern of internship as according to the GMC. I think we need that. So
Okay.
it's like 3 months medicine, then 3 months in the surgery, OBGY like 2 months, 2 months in pediatrics, like that pattern.
I mean, and anywhere in the world, if you are in any medical school, so you need to complete 1 year internship and minimum 4 department and maximum 6, right? So
I know.
obviously, international medicine, you have to go a minimum for 3 months, and then surgery and pediatrics, obs and gynae, all these. So
Yeah.
I mean, I consider the Chinese internship they are accepted even for UK also, Australia also for AMC.
Okay. Okay, that was the question I wanted to ask. That's it.
Okay, yeah. Without writing that FMG in India, you can migrate whether it is UK or Australia. Okay, Tushar?
Okay. So, sir, like, how will you suggest me? Like, I'm left with 6 months now. I will be graduating in the next June
Now
of 2024.
you have to basically decide very fast and start your preparation, I can say, because you have very right time, basically, I can say. In this 6 months, you can prepare yourself and can write this exam. So in this case, you can go for AMC for Australia or
No, Australia, like just PLAB. I want to know.
yeah. So PLAB you can go. That's why I'm saying. So we
Yeah.
basically provide USMLE, PLAB or AMC. So we are not forcing you to go to AMC. It's up to you. If you want to go, this is webinar is for PLAB only. So you can go for PLAB.
Yeah. Okay, but sir, then I think I need to first prepare for the English test, like the OET exam, occupational English test.
We
and
also we will prepare for you the OET or IELTS.
Okay. How much is the total cost in whole process, like PLAB 1, visa, and then going there, giving PLAB 2 and all those things? Estimated.
You did your MBBS in China already. You are at 20-30 lakh rupees already invest, right? And
Yeah,
I can say this
yes, yes.
So this question is not valid to you, because you are going to earn 5 lakh per month, whether it is UK or Australia. And
No, no,
so,
I'm just asking because I also come from a middle class family, so I need to tell my parents, convince them also for all
I
this
mean, this
procedure.
is
You know how it is.
except visa, all those things. You need maybe around 5 to 6 lakh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Arjun, any other question?
Yeah, thank you. I had just one more question. So, I had seen actually a few videos on PLAB, and it's pretty confusing, honestly. What's the information that's there on YouTube? So, can you break down
Yeah.
the like amount of years for surgical residency in UK?
Basically,
Like what? Yeah.
residency is depend in surgery, basically minimum 4 to 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I heard something around core training is different, something like
The
that. I'm
core
not
training
sure.
is like general surgery, minimum 3 years. Then you have to choose, specialization, specialization. So it may take up to 6 years maximum,
Okay.
or minimum 3 years, like in India we do.
Okay. Okay.
Same
Also,
in
sir.
Australia. Yeah.
Thank you. Also, sir, is if at all, I understand that it's difficult, but if I'm able to do internship in UK or Australia, I'm actually more interested in Australia, but I wanted to know more about PLAB, so I came. So, if I'm doing internship either in UK or Australia, is it possible to earn enough to survive that 1 year without support from
In
parents, like you know?
in Australia, you can see every year, I don't know, several thousand people are coming from India to Australia, and they're studying, they are doing some other course, not from medical, I'm talking. So in Australia, very easy to survive, but you need to work part time to support yourself. Okay, so maximum
Yes, sir.
student here, they work here and earn, and they support themselves. For example, if you are coming here to do your master of public health, and simultaneously you want to write the exam, and or to do your internship, all those things, it is possible.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next, please. Any other question, please?
So in the chat segment, we have some questions from
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, sir. So there is one question. What about we give PLAB one exam and GMC changes exam to UK MLA? Do we need to give UK MLA test again or directly give UK MLA part 2?
Basically, this is same like in India. India last several years, the rumors going, we are going to next exam. Although this year they are going to implement, I hope, next exam, right? So earlier, FMG separately, anyone graduate from other countries, they need to write the FMG, and then now they are saying for next for everyone. So this is like UK MLE, same like in UK, they are replacing. But right now, as of now, there is no news. They are saying PLAB for foreign graduates and UKMLE for local students only. Okay, so not yet there is so many blocks is there, but there is no official news from GMC that they are going to replace. So they are saying is still that PLAB for foreign graduates. But if you think that they might change, so obviously they will give. If you pass PLAB part 1, then UKMLE part 2 definitely, and part 2 nothing but OSCE. Anywhere in the world, whether it is US, Australia, any other country. So mostly the part 2 is the OSCE exam, as you can say the clinical exam. So everyone is the same.
Okay, so sir, we have one more question. How to book a seat for PLAB 1 2024?
This is the main problem for PLAB, that you need to book the seat as soon as possible. Okay, so there is a long waiting period for to book the and that once you book, then you might be in the waiting room, and someone cancel, they might be offer you. So there is no fixed time for this PLAB nowadays. It might take 1 year and more than that. So to 2024, I'm not sure whether you will get or not, but most likely you will get in the 2025 only.
Okay, sir. So we have Tushar raising his hand. So Tushar, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah. Meaning, sir, like if I want to book up PLAB seat for, let's say, 2023, I can't. I will be in the waiting, like in the queue. I will
Yes.
not get.
इंडिया में क्या होता है, अपने रेलवे का कई बुकिंग बुकिंग किया है रेलवे, वो बोलता है भाई
Yeah,
आ
I know, I know that.
बोल रही है, या तो सेम पैटर्न है यहाँ पर भी, वो उस रूम में आप लोग हो जाओगे, और अगर कोई कैंसिल करता है तो फिर आपका आएगा, अदरवाइज वो जब भी नंबर आएगा तभी वो आपको
मतलब वो 1 साल, 2 साल, 3 साल भी हो सकता है, उसका कोई
नहीं
फिक्स टाइम नहीं है।
is around right now is ongoing 1 to 1.5 years max.
My God. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Arjun, do you have any question? You're raising your hand. You can go ahead and ask your question.
No, no, no. It was just by mistake. Thank you.
Okay. No worries. Aditi, you can also go ahead and ask your question.
Hello.
Yes, Aditi.
I wanted to ask, at what time of the year are the PLAB seats booked?
You know, in PLAB there is no such time, you know, so you have to book as soon as possible. There is a waiting period right now is going more than 1 year.
So I can expect only in 2025. That's what you mean.
Yes. This is not mean. I mean, you just see and check that GMC website, you know. So there is a long queue for this. Around, at least I can say 2024 end or next year. I mean, 24 और 25 में मिल पाएगा, 1 साल का तो मिनिमम वो चल ही रहा है वेटिंग पीरियड.
So there's not like one time of the year that when the seats are released.
They release, but there is a lot of applicant. The number of seats are low, a lot of applicants, so they are, you know, you have to wait.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aditi. Diganta, you also have a question. Please go ahead.
Yes. Hi, sir. So I just wanted to ask, what is the ideal pathway for an Indian medical graduate to get into OBGY? So what do you think I should opt for?
For UK, you mean? Option
Yes,
gynae,
sir. Yes.
PG. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I can say this is if anyone planning to do PG in UK, especially in ops and gynae, you know, basically to getting a seat is not very, you know, I can say easy. Like, you know, in India also we are doing this NEET PG, and sometimes we are not getting, we are getting non-clinical or teleclinical branch, and not getting the, you know, that like ops and gynae surgery and internal medicine. So same like in UK as well, you know. So you might get the seat in your first year. You might also need to appear second year or third year also. So sometime, you know, so it's purely based on your interest and your CV, and you know, so CV, there is a major role also in impact, basically in Australia, UK and US. Research work, if you did any small research event, publication, or you did some volunteer work during your medical school in India, so to show something extra things, you know, so that can help you to get your PGC.
Okay, so I have one more question. I'm in fourth year right now, like the starting of my fourth year. So what do you think I should focus on right now if I'm supposed to give lab
Yeah, I
after my
mean,
graduation?
you can basically, okay, I mean, just in PLAB, generally the clinical branches, they ask more questions like internal medicine, surgery, all those kinds of things. But apart from this, you can do some volunteer work in any NGO or something they are supporting in your own city where you are is medical school. And also you can try to do some research with collaboration your maybe pharmacology department, or maybe your community medicine department, you know, maybe ops and gynae, you got your interest in ops and gynae. So if you have a one publication, a small research in ops and gynae, yeah, you know, it definitely will help you to you know, to get admission. So जो भी अभी branches are like internal medicine, surgery, जितने आपने पढ़ा, if you are in fourth year, you can focus in your third four subjects. Apart from this, you also do these extra things to get your admission easily.
Okay, thank you, sir.
हेलो।
Yes, Tushar.
सर एक्चुअली जैसे आपने अभी बताया कि प्लैब एग्जाम के जो सीट्स होते हैं वो इमिडिएटली बुक हो जाते हैं, सो मे बी इफ आई वांट टू लाइक अप्लाई इट फॉर नाउ आई विल गेट इन द 2025, और इंटर्नशिप में लाइक वो प्रॉब्लम जीएमसी के रजिस्ट्रेशन में ऐसा होता है कि इंटर्नशिप में जो गैप, लेट से मैं 6 महीने का ब्रेक ले लूं तो इंटर्नशिप में वो गैप दिखेगा ना, फिर वो रजिस्ट्रेशन में प्रॉब्लम होती है आई गेस उससे।
नहीं, आप बेसिकली जो भी आप इंडिया में काम करते रहो कंटिन्यूसली, so there is no basically once you complete your degree you must need to work, वो ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट पैरामीटर है कि आपको वर्क करते रहना है इंडिया के अंदर, वट एवर वेर एवर यू आर, किसी भी नर्सिंग होम में, किसी क्लिनिक में कर रहे, हॉस्पिटल में कर रहे, वो गैप नहीं दिखाना। बेसिकली देयर इज नो नीड टू शो एनी गैप इन योर सीवी। और ये जो 25 में मिलेगा, मैंने ऐसा नहीं कहा 24 में ही मिल सकता है, वहां पर वेटिंग पीरियड है। मैंने बताया ना कि वेटिंग चल रही है। कभी कभी क्या होता है रेलवे के अंदर, कभी कोई मिल जाती है, क्लियर हो जाती है, कभी कोई क्लियर नहीं होती है, तो इस अप टू यू है ना। तो इसमें कोई ऐसा फिक्स वो नहीं है। लोग बहुत ज़्यादा लोग क्यों लगाए हुए होते हैं इन इन एग्जाम्स के लिए। तो मोस्ट लाइकली आपको एंड ऑफ 2024 में मिल सकता है या 25 में मिलेगा, ऐसा मैंने कहा।
यस सर। थैंक यू।
यस, किसी का कोई और क्वेश्चन?
If anybody has any other question, you can either raise your hand or put your question in the chat box.
Yes, Jitendra. Yes, Jitendra, please unmute yourself. Please unmute Jitendra Shah.
Jitendra, you can unmute yourself. Till then, Diganta, yes, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah. So I have one important question is, if I join academically, am I getting support from the start of the procedure to the till the end, like till I get the job, or how is it going to be? Like how long is it going to be?
Yes, so we provide assistance for documentation, exam preparation, English exam preparation, PLAB preparation, then your CV, once you pass your CV preparation, or cover letter or interviews, what kind of interview they may ask you in the, all those things we will prepare for you. Although we are not charging you anything beyond it, because we are a ad tech, we are an education company. So we will charge only for our course, but we give the assistance till the end.
So it is till I get the job.
No, job is not our problem. Our problem is we are helping you to register yourself as a RMP. Job getting is your problem. This is, you have to apply the job. We will help you to correct your CV, your cover letter, how to apply the job, what kind of question they may ask you in the interview. We will prepare for you your interview.
Okay. So it is still PLAB 2.
Yes, but this is not a job. We are not providing job. We are not
Right.
a job agency or anything.
Yes. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, we have another question in the chat box. So it's what is the route from clearing PLAB 2 to getting a specialty?
So in simple, if anyone want to do PG in UK, you need to clear PLAB 1 and PLAB 2. Then you have to go 2-year, 4-year residency. Then after 2 years, you are eligible to apply for residency. For example, if you want to do surgery, internal medicine, obs and gynae, whatever you are, then you have to apply.
Okay, sir. So, sir, we have another question. What is the criteria or procedure to apply for a PLAB exam?
You must complete your MBBS degree from your home country. I mean, wherever you're MBBS only the complete, and that's it.
Okay, sir. So next question is that needed clinical practice in our country to get a job in UK after PLAB exam?
If you have a experience, obviously it will help you to get a job. Okay, someone have a zero experience and someone have a 6 month or 1 year experience. Obviously, they will hire for someone to have some clinical experience. This is not mandatory. This is not the requirement for GMC for registration, but but this might help you when you are looking a job.
Jitendra, you have been raising your hand. You can unmute yourself and ask your question. Please go ahead.
on mute मैम हम हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं मैम कैन
Yes, yes. हाँ, आप हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं.
बिकॉज आई एम नॉट मच कंफर्टेबल इन इंग्लिश मिला जुला के ठीक है ओके हम कह रहे थे कि जैसे कि वहाँ पर ये ऑस्ट्रेलियन मेडिकल लाइसेंस एग्जामिनेशन के लिए जाने पर वहाँ पर अगर पार्ट 1 क्लियर कर ले रहे हैं तो पार्ट 2 के लिए तो वहाँ पर लिए इतना पैसा देगा कि घर से कुछ सपोर्ट चाहिए वो पैसा रहने के लिए वहाँ पर एक लड़का नहीं पूछा था क्वेश्चन कि मतलब वो जितना पैसा देगा उतना पैसा में काम चल जाएगा घर से भी सपोर्ट के काम करना पड़ेगा कुछ
अगर तुम बार बार फेल होते रहोगे तो घर से सपोर्ट लेनी पड़ेगी. और if you can pass in your first or second attempt, then there is no need.
एएमसी स्टेप 2 करे एएमसी स्टेप 2 पास हो गया तो नहीं नीट चाहिए मतलब रेगुलर में पास हो गया तो
Yes. So if you are failing again and again and again, 3, 4, 5 times, then obviously you need money from your home. But if you can pass in your first or second attempt, then there is no need.
अब एएमसी के बाद तो जॉब मिल ही ना जाता है बोले जूनियर रेसिडेंसी का.
हाँ मिल जाता है.
तो उस पैसा से काम नहीं चलेगा क्योंकि जब से एक दूसरे देश से कोई स्टूडेंट और मानते हैं वैसे तो नहीं होगा. हम लोग अच्छा ही स्टूडेंट है एक दो साल के बाद
अगर आपको anyone if you got the job then there is no, but if you are not getting a job that GMO then you might need the money.
तो अगर शुरू में गए एएमसी क्लियर किए तो जरूरी है कोई जॉब मिल जाएगा तो ये बात जब खोजेंगे जॉब मिलेगा तो जरूरी कोई थोड़ी है ऐसा कंडीशन मिल सकता है भी नहीं मिल सकता एएमसी 1 क्लियर करना पड़ेगा.
Yes, भाई ये तो फॉरेन के लिए ढूंढ रहे हो. दिस नॉट योर नेपाल और इंडिया, राइट. मिलना नहीं मिलना आपके अपने ऊपर ही. आपकी कम्युनिकेशन कैसी है, ठीक है. वो इंटरव्यू में जब आपका 4 गोरे बैठे हुए होंगे जो डॉक्टर्स होंगे वो आपका इंटरव्यू लेंगे. अब आप बोल ही नहीं पा रहे हो कि भाई क्या डायग्नोस करोगे पेशेंट का, तो ऑब्वियसली आपको जॉब फिर कैसे मिलेगा. तो आपको अपने आपका जो क्लिनिकल एक्सपीरियंस है जो वो सब तो चीजें ठीक है, पर आपको कम्युनिकेशन भी आपको अच्छा करना पड़ेगा.
कम्युनिकेशन वो इंग्लिश भी अच्छा होना चाहिए ना.
यस, पूरा पेशेंट आएगा तुम बातें नहीं समझोगे तो तुम क्या ही सोच के तुम इलाज करोगे.
नहीं समझने के लिए समझिए बोलने के लिए कम्युनिकेशन बोले ना
इतना इजी नहीं है. गोरे लोग जो बोलते हैं ना, मूवी देखते हो ना गोरों वाली, इतना समझ में आता है. वहां वर्ड पकड़ने पड़ते हैं वो क्या बोल रहा है. सेम यहाँ पर भी ऐसा ही है. आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे तो हो जाएगा. जितने भी यहाँ पर डॉक्टर्स काम करते हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया में यूके में, मैक्सिमम डॉक्टर्स फ्रॉम इंडिया.
मैक्सिमम फ्रॉम इंडिया.
मैक्सिमम यू कैन चेक कितने लोग यहाँ से जाते हैं.
सर एक सुनिए ना, एक बता रहे थे एमपीएस क्या बोल रहे थे कि एमपीएस उस जैसे एएमसी को एक वन कर लिया तो एमपीएस जरूर टुगेदर कर सकते हैं एमपीएस एमडी.
यस, कोई कोर्स करना है आप कर सकते हैं. आपको फीस पे करना होगा यूनिवर्सिटी का, आप कर सकते हैं कोर्स.
तो यूनिवर्सिटी को फी दे विल गिव इसको पैसा देना पड़ेगा ना.
Mr. Jitendra, you can ask rest of your questions with your counselor because we have more questions in our chat box, so we can continue the session because then people will leave, okay? And we don't have much time. So yeah, so I'll just move to my another question, sir. So sir, there is a question: is there a similar exam for applying for a specialty like NEET PG in India? On what basis is the specialty seat provided?
Basically, in this country, they have a separate school. For example, if you want to apply for surgery, then they separately. If you want to apply for internal medicine option gynae, so there is no individual exam. Is there, for example, in Australia also there is no exam, in UK also. So that particular school, they might invite you the interview. They might take in that's because after you pass PLAB 2 and you are working in NHS, there is a one body in UK. And everyone is working, whether it is local or you are foreigner, all have to work in NHS only. Okay, and after that they will invite you. So there is no such exam like a NEET PG we have in India. That individual school might have their own criteria. In general, they see your CV, your previous experiences, and they conduct the interviews.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Aditi, I'm sure you must have got your answer. So, sir, moving to our next question, it's will gap years, such as preferred personal reasons, such as having children, will affect us when we find jobs after completing PLAB exam?
Obviously, you need to justify if you have any gap. So for example, here in Australia or UK, these ladies or females are they are working basically. Yeah, they just take 6 months or something break, and then they start working. It's not like in India, in our own country, we take like 1 year or 2 year gap. So you need to justify. So if you have a a valid reason and currently you are practicing, for example, you have a gap maybe 3 years back, but last 3 years now you are working, or last 2 years, last 1 year you are working, then it will not impact in the sense that last 2 years you are not working, now you are applying for PLAB, it may impact on when you're applying for the jobs. So gap also need to see. um, Gap might be there is 1 year back, now you last 1 year you are practicing, you are doing job, then it may not impact you much.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, Anand has a question. Anand, you're raising your hand. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Hi Anand, good evening.
Sir, I heard something about that PLAB exam. It's mandatory to hands-on clinical practice for 1 year to appear PLAB 1 or 2 for getting a job. In India, some coaching institutions say like if you have a hands-on clinical practice, then only you have to apply for the PLAB exam. Is it true, sir?
No. This is not true.
Okay.
There is no such rule. You just completed your MBBS. That's it.
Okay, sir. That for the previous question, like for our career gap, we can do some fellowship programs, sir, in any other online platforms. Is that accepted in UK?
This is not you can. You have to convince the professor or dean of the school, and they will take the interviews. So if they
Okay.
convince, yes, you can. So this is
Oh,
there are several hospitals there, right? So you have to
yes.
apply the job and you have to appear for the interviews. And if you can convince them, they will definitely. Yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, basically for the FMGs, ones who done MBBS in Philippines, Russia, I'm not yet clear that licensing exam in India. After getting that GMC registration, is that acceptable in India also, sir?
Yes. In general.
Okay. Okay. Thank you,
Anyone
sir.
registered in US, UK, Australia, Canada, they can
Okay.
practice in India. But
Okay.
I don't know because in India government also going to change a lot of regulations after this next exam also. But so
But
far,
no need of registration in India for PLAB, right?
yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Vash. Yes, Vash Krish, can you please unmute?
Hello. Hi, sir.
Yes. Yes. Hi.
Yeah, hi, good evening. This is Vaishnavi. Actually, I just saw in the New Zealand registration examination, they've just mentioned like after completing PLAB 1, we can write the ANC or the New Zealand clinical examination and we can move to the other country. Is it like that? Is it any way available?
Basically, many doctors they are searching the shortcut. So I guess there is no such shortcut. If you are
Okay.
go to write lab 1 and 2 and get full
Okay.
registration in UK, then
Okay.
directly you can registered in Australia or New Zealand.
Okay.
There is no need to.
Okay.
But if you are thinking that I can write one lab 1 and I can go directly to Australia or New Zealand, that's not the case. You need the
Okay.
full registration in UK.
Okay, okay, fine. If I complete PLAB 1 and PLAB 2, I can straight away register in Australian Medical Council, right? Do I need any work experience in UK? Like we have to complete the 2 foundation years, something like that, or I
Yes,
can just.
that's what I'm saying. You have to complete that and get your full registration in UK. Once you got
Okay,
your full
okay.
registration, then you can directly transfer your license to Australia.
Oh, so the 2 years of foundation course is a must, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Sir, I think all questions are answered now, and we have no more questions. So anyone, if you have any other questions, you can put it in the chat box, or you can raise your hand so that we can wrap up the session now. Please let us know if you have any other questions. We will wait for 2 minutes and then we can end our session.
Yeah, I think we can finish. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. And thank you everyone for joining us. And thank you for this insightful session, sir. And I'm sure that everyone must have had a great time. And thank you to all of you for joining us. We will be coming up with more webinars, more Q&A sessions, and more events. So you can definitely be updated with our social media pages on Instagram, YouTube. We'll keep posting everything there. So thank you so much. And thank you, sir, for joining us.